All right, so a quick update on things. Last couple weeks I've had to move plants around, store them in the off patio, balcony, closet, whatever. Things have died, things have not died. The vinca, so dependable. I never knew, and they are now a forever staple in my garden. Right. This rack over here, it looks very lush. It's really great, but because of the overhang of the roof, like more than half of the shelf does not get really rained on unless it's a heavy rain. So I mean, that's great for this because I guess it gets light ish and then it's not being drowned by the water like it was before. But some things that are hidden behind the Hoya are not getting super watered on. Also, even the Hoya, it's the leaves get wet, but the soil doesn't necessarily get wet. So I think this Hoya is probably on its way out. That's fine. I have a cutting inside. A lot of these things are probably going to die out, and that's fine because I'm not necessarily looking to have a bunch of houseplants inside anymore, at least here, where there's a lot of carpet and presumably a lot of places for animals to hide. Anyway, moving on. I think it's called Devil's Spine. I forget what I think some type of euphoria. My mother had it. It was her house plant. Wasn't doing so well, but then acclimated and it's like taking off. You see a lot of new growth. Okay, great. Like I said, a lot of these things are not super getting super wet, which I guess is fine. It's not fine depending on what you want. But like that Sansevieria, it's in a terracotta, so it dries out presumably. I'm actually going to take this inside and repot it somewhere else because I don't know if it's getting much water enough, but I feel like it's too exposed here. And like the leaves aren't doing the best, and I would like to have one that I'm for sure I'm going to keep inside. Like that, ZZ Ray from down there is doing the best, I think, of the ones that are out here. There's one behind the Hoya. It's okay. I think it was dying before and I had repotted it, so it's doing okay, but that's probably the one that's doing the best. It gets the most light. I think it's probably the best filtered. Anyway, so this is how the cordyline are doing. There were 4. The other 2 weren't really rooting, actually, so I just took them out. Well, I took one of them out. One of them was kind of rotted, but you see we have all this new side growth. So I had decided I was going to pot some undergrowth. I ended up choosing these begonias that were like $1.79 each. So once that fills up, hopefully I'm gonna pot those in there, but for now they're just chilling in there. Here is what I believe is supposed to be bachelor's buttons, but it's growing like very slowly. I guess this is dead, whatever this was. Yeah, okay, so those are quote bachelor's buttons. I'm gonna leave it. I think it's gonna take off, but let me angle it better. Here is the Cuban Oregano, really taking off. I did prune it back, but Cuban Oregano really grows essentially like a weed. My spearmint, for some reason, the top one is doing this thing. I'm not trying to have it root in another pot, so any chance I get, I'm gonna have to take that up or something if it starts to grow in another pot. So here's one of the other cordyline. I did move the top here. Hopefully this roots in here, and if it does root by itself, I'm gonna find things to put around it. Maybe like purple. I'm thinking maybe some purple sun patience. Not sure what insect that is, but it's making a lot of noise. Here are the squash. I don't know if I said previously that one of the 3 had essentially died off in the container that I had them in, but they're doing well. I had transplanted the marigolds, a couple of them. Some of them took, some of them did not. This one maybe is breaking in the back. I don't know, but it's also like firm. I don't know what's wrong with that, but I'm not necessarily don't need super marigolds here. I have more anyway, regardless. So as you can see, my begonia was in there. Half of it like rotted out. I think I should have before potting it up, I should have maybe let it get a bit more root bound. I don't think it was super root bound when I put it in there, but I took what remained out. I potted it up in here. It seems to be taking to this, so that's yeah, it looks like there's definitely some new growth there. That's hopeful. That's not hopeful, encouraging. That's encouraging. So I'm very encouraged with the current situation of things. My over here, and I want to touch any of this over here because I think this is where the frogs and those big Carolina roaches hang out, but outdoor roaches, they don't come inside. But my jewel orchid, which I thought was dead seems to have come back. I'm just really going to leave it there. It's humid enough. I'm sure it gets some type of rain or some type of water. I want to take that Sansevieria out. I'm not in any rush. This was hanging on the shelf, but even though it was doing fine on the shelf, it really wasn't getting water. So it being that today's really like the one day that it hasn't rained so much. It's been raining like nonstop. Well, on and off. It's been rainy days, rainy cloudy days, like lots of days. I think the rest of the week is supposed to be just straight rain. So, and then here's my other begonia. I have discovered so much about myself. I'm a begonia person apparently. So my other begonia, lovely. I love the red juxtaposition. Here is my aglaonema. It was emerald something. Anyway, I cut it back on both. I think this had been growing, but now it looks like it's not. I think this one is better off because, you know, it's like a 2-stem root system. The other one's just a 1. So the other one might rot out. That's fine. I'm probably going to end up having to repot the aglaonemas into something maybe together. We'll see how that works out. Here's the other Hoya again. Also, you know, it's getting this lovely sun color. See a lot of growth. But there's also a lot of yellowing going on because I did have it trained on a trellis, and you know, with the Hoya cutting I have, it's just going to flop over. I'm not training it up at all. This was doing great, but then I didn't notice how much the cash pot, the white cash pot I had in, was filling up, so it kind of was dying. Here's this Zigzag Cactus that's in this pot that doesn't really have drainage, but I think it's doing fine. It really is. My sister's calathea that she was about to throw out, that she gave me, I said, give it to me. Let me see if I can, if it grows for me outdoors, which it is. You can see all this in the middle. It's that new growth. I'm not cutting back the old growth. I'm going to let that act as some type of shade. And then my green Maranta, lemon Maranta, fantastic. So I'm not really trying to do much over here because I definitely know this is where the frogs hang out. But I just wanted to give a quick update. Waiting for more things to die back so I can plan more space. But the Begonia is going to stay out here. I'm not going to have it inside anymore. This is my last year with it as a house plant. At least for a while. It's too prolific. I have a Janet Craig back there. Meh. I didn't buy it this time around. Yeah. So, just a quick update. Thanks for watching. Bye.